Fonzie is a young man named Alfonso Andrade, and his family moved to America when he was a baby, under one, and they moved to Blount County when he was 3. And it's all he really remembers, and they gave him the nickname Fonzie when he was in 5th grade, and it's, sort of stuck. He grew up there. He went to Pennington High School, played football, played soccer, went to the Methodist church and the Baptist church and in the Catholic church with his mom. He was a teenager really before he realized he was not an American citizen.
They were young. They were in their early 20s when they came over to California, and they brought my sister and I over, and I was a baby. I didn't have that choice to be brought over here, but I'm so thankful, and I'm so thankful that they did, because it has given me a better life. It has given me a better opportunity.
He grew up in Blount County like just some Alabama kid, and that's all he knew. He ran into some trouble, like a lot of kids from everywhere, and got popped for misdemeanor possession of marijuana, and got in the system and had to, do the whole fines and fees thing. As we now know, we woke up in a different world in 2025, and so they called ICE on him. And this guy who can speak a little Spanish but can't write it, doesn't really understand it all, doesn't understand the culture, now finds himself detained in Louisiana. He's been moved to Louisiana, where he will imminently learn from a judge whether he will ever see his family again, essentially. And he's told it's a coin flip as to whether that happens.
I've never visited Mexico. I was born there, but I don't know nothing about Mexico. And, I grew up here my whole life. I'm starting over from scratch if they do send me back to Mexico. I've always considered myself an American because this is all I've known. The States is all I've known. I don't even know how their political things work. I don't know how the government works. I don't know. I don't understand the peso, economics. I don't understand none of their things like I do here.
He's frightened, and his fiancee is frightened, and there are people all over Blountsville, preachers and teachers and people who grew up with him were just saying, what is going on? And the guy who kind of took him in was kind of mutually beneficial. His name is Donald Nation, and his wife died of ovarian cancer recently, and Fonzie had been, living with them prior to that, and Fonzie was very helpful in him getting through that, and he was very helpful to Fonzie, and both making him, feel a part of the community, and being a father figure for him when he didn't have one, and he's been very vocal as well.
I did a lot of dumb crap when I was young, and I regret it, and I just don't want those mistakes when I was young. I hope those don't, keep me, I hope those don't send me back, because if they do, then, it'd be the biggest mistakes in my life.